Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I started a secret societies series earlier this year, and I took my magazine to Montana so I could continue it. And I think I left the magazine in our cabin because I cannot find it anywhere. So I'm just going to wing it. I know there's a bunch of different secret societies. So, for example, the Illuminati, I've had a lot of people request about the Illuminati. I was going in progression. There was 12 in that magazine, so I was trying to do one per month. And I'm pretty sure I left it in Montana. So somebody's enjoying that, whoever rented the cabin after us. So I'm going to continue on, and we're just going to ask about the Masons. And so I'm using the Hermetic Tarot. The Masons actually used a lot of the Hermetic. And we are going to start from there again. So let's just start with the Masons. Now, a lot of people are saying the Masons are the Illuminati. Other people are saying no, they split years ago. And, some of the Masons are just really good community people and fundraising. And other people are saying no, they are the hidden hand. So I don't want to put my personal feelings into this. Let's just see. Number one, are there two groups of Masons? Are there and I know there's something, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about the Masons because I don't, but I kind of like that when I'm reading. Then I'm not putting a lot of, people can't claim me being biased or whatever, but I think there are two different factions. I think there's a bunch run out of Scotland, and that is they're the part of the Knights Templar and the Roslin Church, etc., etc. And then there's the Bavarian Illuminati or Bavarian Masons who have come out of Germany. I just want to make sure these are right side up. I don't read these ones in reverse. And those are the ones that they call the Illuminati. So are there two groups, or are they just one group, and one group is one part of them are a distraction, doing good in the world? I actually know some people who are Masons. My father was a Mason, for example. And honestly, there was nothing evil about them or world domineering or anything. They just more or less did fundraising for children's hospitals through the Shriners, other kind of fundraising, being out in the community. It was more of a business networking, I guess you could call it. But I could be innocent in that point as well. I mean, I'm not privy to their hidden teachings. Now, many of you may know I'm a Rosicrucian, and from what I understand, Masons were an offshoot of Rosicrucians. Rosicrucians were around before Masons, and that's my understanding about it. And I really didn't really pay much more attention than that. So let's ask, is there just simply one group, or is there two groups? So we're going to be looking for a lot of twos or cards that indicate two or more things. The Hierophant, look at that right off the start. Magus of the Eternal Gods. There it is, right off the start. There's the Masonic symbol. The Hierophant. Are they a spiritual group? Five of Cups, Lord of Loss in Pleasure. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of the Thrones of Earth. They are master manifestors. The Queen of Pentacles is the master manifester. A lot of people like to see the abundant card, like the Ten of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. I like the Queen of Pentacles because you'll always be abundance, because you can manifest whatever you want. She is the master manifester. Four of Swords, Lord of Rest from Strife. Princess of Pentacles, Princess of the Echoing Hills. Now, we didn't get one thing here that shows two, not one. So I'm going to go with that there's one group of them. The Star, the Daughter of the Firmament. There sure is a lot here to do with Earth. with even this Princess of Pentacles has a earthly devil sign and the fire here. Almost a birth coming out of uterus. The daughter of the firmament. 9 of Pentacles. Look at the money. Lord of material gain. Queen of Cups. Queen of the thrones of waters. This is interesting. Look at the queens we're getting. The female energy here. They definitely have to do with material gain. Ace of Cups. Lord of the root of the powers of water. King of Wands, Prince of the chariot of fire. 2 of Wands, Lord of dominion. Lord of dominion. So are they the Lord of the earth and water? Of earth and water, of the, right? Like we don't get anything here with air, but we do have Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, the Hierophant, which is Taurus, which is earth sign. The only one we have is 4 of Swords. 2 of Wands. This is Mars and Aries. This is Lord of Dominion. 8 of Wands, Lord of Swiftness. The Blasted Tower, Lord of the hosts of the mighty. Well, that's also the house of God. And here, the Hierophant here is the house, or speaking to the house of God. Ace of Swords, Lord of the roots of power of air. King of Pentacles, Prince of the chariot of earth. 3 of Swords, Lord of sorrow. 3 of Cups, Lord of abundance. All right. Now, I'm not surprised we have a lot of earth, because you think, what's a Mason? A Mason is a builder of earth. Do I see? I was looking for the Emperor. I was looking for the devil. They're definitely a very wealthy secret society. Very, definitely very, very wealthy. Lord of the house of the mighty. I guess you could say they're God-fearing. They're manifestors. Absolutely. They've got some control over manifestation, especially of earth and water elements. So alchemists. Lord of abundance here, 3 of Cups. Daughter of the mighty ones, the Empress, pregnant with possibilities. Lots of female energy here for Mason. So birthing of projects, 10 of Cups, Lord of perfected success, more water. 8 of Cups, Lord of abandoned success. 4 of Pentacles, Lord of earthly power. 5 of Wands, Lord of strife. Okay, now I don't think the Masons are who you think they are. I think they, look at that, and the clock agrees with me. I think they're just a bunch of guys who like to build things. And a lot of us know that George Washington was a Mason. A lot of the first presidents of the United States were Masons. And we have to remember they all came from England, and England was rife with Masons. And especially Scotland, England, all the secret societies. But I don't believe they were called secret societies back then. I think they were a group of men who wanted to, no different than a union we have today, support each other, networking, business networking. I think that there could be some rogue ones, absolutely. There could definitely be some rogue ones who kind of maybe try to take their powers and do something with it, but I'm not getting that um, that they were very successful. Let's put it that way. I'm getting that they are masons, they're master builders. You have to remember back then, the masons, they built the churches and they built the houses and they built the castles. And so perhaps, if they were favored by the king or queen because they did good work, then maybe people started talking like, oh, they're favor of the king or queen. They have the ear of the king, of the queen. I think they were God-fearing people who perhaps got together under a cloak of a men's club, right? I mean, still to this day, there's a few, but very, very, very few, but there's still men's clubs, and I think that's what it started as. And again, I think there was perhaps some rogue ones. Uh, Lord of Strife here. I think, this almost has like some Egyptian and royalty kind of vibe to this. Well, because it's Saturn in Leo. And like I said, Leo is royalty. And also this Egyptian, this harkens back to the Egyptian roots of Masonry. I think there were some rogue ones. I don't think that the general idea of Masons followed through with them. Maybe they broke free and got into other circles, and the label of Mason went along with them. I think they were God-fearing people who looked at spirituality and manifestation in a different way. I think that they were builders. And that's exactly what they were. And when you build a building or build a business, you're birthing something, and that could be why we have a lot of female energy here, because females birthed something. It's interesting. I said, oh, this kind of looks like a uterus giving birth. But yet the Princess of Pentacles doesn't mean that at all. I think, yeah, we had some people who tried to break away, but for the most part, they went their own way. And I think the most of the group here are quite honorable building. I don't believe they are the so-called Illuminati at all. Not with the Empress card here. No, this is pregnant with possibilities. This is building things. This is again, manifestation, the phoenix rising out from the ashes. Yeah, I think they've been slandered, and I'm going to call it right now. And this is actually kind of odd for me. I have always kind of maintained the Illuminati kind of Masons and what are they up to. And like I said, I know a few in there, and to me, they always just look like networking. And I just thought, well, that's just what they want you to know. But the higher you go up, the secrets come out. And it doesn't really look like that. It really doesn't. It looks like they're just a bunch of guys who do their spiritual things and manifestation and networking and try to make the world a better place. I'm calling it. And like you guys know, if I see it, I'll call it. If I see it, these people are the devil, and they're the the Seven of Swords, and which are strategy and trying to rise up to the emperor, and I don't see it at all. I really don't. I think this Four of Swords is telling us Lord of Rest from Strife and Lord of Strife. I'm telling you, I think this is telling us that they would like to see some of this go away. They try and stay quiet, and and they do kind of work in secret. They kind of work behind the scenes. They have their fancy handshakes. And I just saw the 2 handshakes there. They have their fancy handshakes. They have their symbology and whatever to recognize each other. But other than that, I think it's blown way out of proportion, other than a few rogue ones. And I think that was probably long ago. I don't think that really happens to this day. If somebody does rise into those groups, it might just be a coincidence that they were also a Mason. All right. So I'm going to try and find a copy of that magazine, because it had some great secret societies in there. And if I do, I'll continue the series. But for now, we can take Masons off our checklist. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I sure appreciate you spending this time with me. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.